Hi there. I'm going to explain the trade, just a trade breakdown video. Today morning, I took a couple of sell entry and hit, took a stop loss, obviously. Uh, Later in the evening, I identified what was the reason why it happened. I was super bullish since from the morning. Um, this is the daily time frame here. Price the last 4 or 5 days price just formed the equal lows, expanding higher towards this bearish fair value gap and this bearish fair value gap. Yeah, bro, I didn't notice that. So this is a daily bearish fair value gap, especially price yesterday. Just put the wick and close inside the fair value gap. Today, until getting swept, price expanding towards downside. Yeah, bro, I identified inside the daily fair value gap. I should be bearish, right? How the hell I'm bullish? I don't know. I shouldn't be aware about that. Inside this bearish fair price actually stopped here, just beginning up. So inside this range, I need to be bearish. So I wasn't aware about that. That's the problem. Fine. I deleted that and I wasn't. Okay, fine. So this has happened today. Just this bearish fair gap holds the price towards downside. Okay. So kind of the day today I was super bullish since this fair value gap holding the price. So the only thing which made me feel bad in the morning, which is nothing but I don't like this price action. If this low getting swept, if the low swept in the previous days, I can expect higher prices. Since it's not swept, just print equal lows. I like to see lower prices. Um, yeah, it's a good push to the upside. Leave the bullish fair value gap in 15 4 hour, and in 1 hour, I do have a big fair value gap. And this is the breaker, right? Low, high, break, flip. So it's expand all the way towards upside. In 2 to 2.5 ratio, it's start to retrace. Once the price approaches this point, it's engineer the liquidity. I can explain it in 15 minutes, not in 15 minutes. Even in 15 minutes, it's damn clear. In 15 minutes, you can really see the engineer liquidity. It's just the first leg, exactly at the breaker, inside this fair value gap. Price engineered the liquidity in the not in the Asian and London sessions. Once the price feed the internal, approaches the fair value gap, start to displace to the downside, take out all the liquidity, and price entered this fair value gap. On inside this fair value gap, price give the price action, just flip this fair value gap, come and tap this bullish fair value gap, and expanding higher towards this high. Once this high has been swept, I'll look for some sort of sell model. But the thing is, it's a clear liquidity, right? It's a clear liquidity. You can see it in, you can identify it is in 5 minutes as well. It is not a strong move, brother. Just swept big displacement to the upside, flip this fair value gap, acted as inverse, this bullish fair value gap created. It is also holding the price. So so after sweeping this liquidity inside the 4 hour, 1 hour fair value gap, price give a structure shift by flipping this fair value gap, leaving this bullish fair value gap. That full bullish fair value holding the price pushing higher towards this liquidity. Here, I do have a 1 hour 15 minutes fair value gap, but I didn't give importance to that. I trusted this move. It's not a valid move. It's there is no pullback. It's just expanding. Just printed the liquidity, right? Just keep on expanding higher. There is no pullback. Price Once the price take out this high, I look for some sort of sell model. Inside this range, I attempted a sell. Unfortunately, I marked this bullish fair value gap. Once this fair value getting flipped, internal getting swept here. So I was super bullish, so I don't want to engage in a trade and execute a trade from in the opposite direction. So I was not that confident with this model. I trusted this. This is the first leg. This is the second leg flip. I trusted this move. As soon as the fair value gap tapped, sweep this high, flip this fair value gap. I entered my position here. Put the stop loss at this high. Like to see continuation towards downside, especially at least to this point. This is my first TP. This is gonna be my first TP. This is a clear liquidity, right? So I targeted that fair value gap. Unfortunately, what happened today is I get stop load around this point. I kept my stop loss here. Once this value of getting swept, I changed my stop loss from this point to this point. Here I get stopped out. The mistake for the day is nothing but there is no. Yeah, I do get the swept. I do get the flip, but there is no structure shift. There is no Faraday gap. Flip this Faraday gap. Beautifully hold the price, pushing higher. Once again, this internal getting swept. This high getting swept. Now it gives a real displacement, real structure shift. That's the real move. My entry, my stop loss get induced. This is a real inducement for the day. What happened? Beautiful sell off for the whole day. It happened exactly at 10:50. At 10:50, I did get this entry, but around 10:20, I closed my laptop. Once it hit my stop, I closed my laptop and I plan to not take any trade. Since I was super bullish, I'm not aware about this kind of entries. So I need to be careful in the following days. So because since the price is in the daily time frame, internal getting swept, the price is in the daily, sorry, 1 hour fair value gap. Internal getting swept. There is one displacement price inside this fair value gap. Now this high also getting swept. Big fair value getting flipped. This is the play. This is the place that you can where you should enter your entries, execute your entries. Huh. It's a great selling move, brother. There is no. It's just engineering liquidity in swept, structure shift, tapped, take up the liquidity. Again, it's once it getting swept, again it repriced to this point. It is all our engineered liquidity. Once the price swept this area, once the real structure shift happened, once the manipulation it's done with its manipulation and it's once the real inducement happen, um I can project this as well. So this is lost manipulation can be before the structure shift. This is going to be my take profit to 2.5, especially it's aligned with this range. So this is going to be my first take profit, and this is going to be my second. It wasn't um, attained yet. It's just retraced just above this point. Yeah, it was a solid day. I wasn't aware about that. That's it. That's the big mistake that I did today. I trusted this entry, but the thing is, it's just a move. It's not something valid. It's not something trust. Since it's not swept any kind of lows here, it's clearly engineered the liquidity and repriced to some sort of some high. We start a reverse. Yesterday, I take this sell model and it's worked really really well. Today, I attempted this sell, but I'm not that confident. I trusted this bullish leg, but it's not worked. I clearly knew one thing. Once this 4 hour of 1 hour value getting flipped, I can expecting lower prices at least towards this equal lows. I knew that, but I'm not a plan for that. So that's the thing. So in 1 minute, I can explain in even clear. So this is the day. This whole thing is the liquidity, but I'm not sure about that. It's just swept just swept, and this is a 5 minutes parallel gap, right? It just swept, flip this once this parallel getting flipped, I entered my position. All I wanted to see in the morning is nothing but this swing low getting displaced, this parallel gap getting flipped. But that was not happen. Price just close below this range, going higher. Just failed to close above this parallel gap. This parallel getting respected and come all the way down, print the equal low, swap the low, give structure shift. At this point of time, I thought the bullish continuation going on. So that's why I was pretty afraid. Like I'm in a sell position, like I executed lot of my positions here and here. Once the price sweep this low, give structure shift, flip this fair value gap with big displacement. I knew that it's gonna going higher. My stop loss is going to be the target. I understand that in the morning. But I'm not closed my position. That's where I did. Um, that's where I made a mistake in the morning. So this is a sweep, structure shift in 1 minute. Parallel gap flipped, big displacement to the upside. So it might act as this is the breaker, this is the parallel gap. So it might hold. It will then it this all the engineer liquidity. So this is gonna be my target. So this is a clear market maker buy model. So that's I understand that. I aware about that, but I still not closing the trade. I let the trade play. If it hit my stop, I'm okay. I'm close my lap. Otherwise, I don't have plan to close any kind of positions here. I was bit adamant in today morning, so I just take some stop losses at this point. Once my stop loss has been hit, price rebalance to this point. Again, going higher. Take out this high. Again, see price just form my equal highs. Come back. Take out these equal highs. Once this equal high has been taken, once the price approaches this 15 minutes fair value gap, 1 hour fair value gap, price give the real structure shift. Price give the real structure shift. Once it approaches that point, big displacement, fail to make a higher high. Instead, break the structure, break the structure shift. This is the This is the whole. This whole thing is the manipulation move. This is the real inducement. So print a low, print a high, give structure shift with big displacement. That finally getting tapped. See that big displacement. Price detain approaches the breaker. Uh, However, price tapped the 1 minute bearish fair value gap here. Yeah. So you if I'm waiting for if I'm putting limit order, if I'm waiting for this to fill, I might not get entered. I might not execute it here. So that's the reason why you need to enter once the structure shift has been happened. You should enter your position, some position, not and the whole position. You should execute at least half the position. Like if you're planning to put one lot, you can put 0.3 lot here. Once the price reprice to this point, you can add some positions. By doing these kind of things, you can reduce the risk. So yeah, pretty much this is the day. I was super bullish. That's why I'm not think look too much into the selling price action. But today was completely a bearish model, complete bearish, big drop. I should be aware about the this kind of things because price clearly in the daily fair value gap. Price just sweep the internal sell side liquidity. Um, and um price also formed weak bullish structure, like in the bottom it's keep on creating a equal lows, and at the top, what happened? Price just forming the liquidity. You can clearly see that price just forming the liquidity here. These are all the clear cut liquidity. Clear cut liquidity. If you're not willing to take this low as a target, you can at least target this. It's a beautiful sell model. So couldn't identify that. I failed to identify that today. So finally, the 5 minutes value up that I begging for to flip, it's flipped here, and this is the structure shift. Just tap the family gap, keep on expanding lower, and this level never tapped here. Keep on bleeding downside, flipped, big displacement, keep on dropping towards the liquidity point. So that's everything for today. So hereafter I need to be more focused on what the hell I'm doing. What I'm not think about this, bro. This is not a solid move, bro. This is just a move towards this high. Once this high has been taken, guys, enter sell model to this low. This entire thing is the liquidity. I couldn't identify that. That's the bad thing. That's the big red flag for the day. Big red flag. And even though this move is not that great since it formed the equal lows. So that's it. Everything has been done. So we'll see in tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning I do have a work, so I might not enter, but I'm sure but I'm one thing for sure I do, and I will do my pre-market analysis, my projection for tomorrow. That's it. Have fun. நானும் பார்த்துட்டு இருக்கேன் 3 4 நாளா எல்லாத்தையும் இங்க கெட்ட வார்த்தை அப்படியே சரளமா வருது ஒரு நாள் வீணா